got the recipe, and I kept receipts. The smell it covers me. Mods only weed. I just chopped the tree. I didn't stop to breathe. I couldn't stop my greed. It hit me like I'm Creed. Know the game is like I cheat. Gorilla. Yeah.
Yo. This is the Good Drugs Podcast Pod Chat. I am Diamond Key. I am here with A.Lee, Mvfia Money, and I'm here with a special guest. You can go ahead and introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Oh man, I ain't gonna put me on the spotlight.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
I mean, y'all. I can't introduce somebody better than they can introduce themselves. So go ahead, bro.
I appreciate that, man. For those who don't know, I'm INM Payne. I just go by my username, man. And by the end of this interview, or podcast, I should say, maybe we'll have a better understanding of who I am. I don't like to do too much talking.
Bet. Yeah, he just hanging out with us and shit.
That's it, man. That's family here, man.
Yeah. He's already smoking. So fuck that. Good drugs. So we are black in this bitch. Yeah. So dive right into shit. We got more mass shootings and shit. It seems like every time I'm on this couch, I'm announcing a mass shooting. But there's mass shootings more. The recent one that I came across was San Jose. And before I keep going on, this is more about so every day in the month of May there's been a mass shooting, quote unquote. Except the 4th, I believe, and the 24th or some shit like that. So fuck it. Is this a simulation? What the fuck? Is this real? This I guess I'm just how? How does every single day in the month the same shit happen?
Well, I think a mass shooting is 3 to 4 people being shot.
Yes.
And not shot to kill, just shot in general.
Yes.
So this is America. We got more guns than people. I can see a nigga popping off. I hate to use this example, but think about Chicago, how random people get popped off on accident, they ain't even mean to hit them. So I can see that happening.
So that's just a human characteristic. Shoot
It's
people.
an America thing. I would think.
Shoot people. That's just a human characteristic.
That ain't for everybody. I feel like it helps us here way more than anywhere else, for real. But
I guess that's what I'm trying to get at, because I don't foresee me going outside and shooting anybody anytime soon, or no mass shooting shit.
You ain't been pushed to the edge yet. Mentally,
so it's a mental break, more so than just
it's a sickness, because you have to be sick to go commit that type of crime. You just gonna shoot random people for no fucking reason other than you wanting to shoot off people. Yeah, it's a sickness. But then it's you have access to all these fucking weapons. You have access to all these large magazines. You have access to these things, so it makes it way easier.
Easy access.
Oh hell, easy, especially if you're a person of the other color, the fair skin. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But yeah, it's easy, super easy.
It seems to be a more they thing, I guess. But yeah. So every day has been a mass shooting. So shout out May. Moving on to. How does this shit look on yours? My fault. Because this shit looks like this on mine.
Mine looks pretty much the same, except every day in May.
My fault. Every day,
You want to get into the simulation?
Yeah. So the simulation.
Cause you killed my mind with that shit. I was dumbfounded after you said that shit. I was like, all right, how can I comprehend this in a way that ain't hurting my head? Because your explanation of the simulation was scarier than the Matrix, and I just watched all that shit.
Yeah, what did I say? Can you brief me?
No, I can't. I cannot. I don't think I even have it no more. Yeah, it was one of the paragraph conversations we was having.
My fault. If you have your blunt, you have your bong, you have your pens, your THCs, your edibles, you fucking what else niggas smoke out of?
You already said dabs?
Yeah.
Niggas smoking out of a can. If you smoking out of a can, bro,
hash,
listen, holla at me. I'll help you out. I'll get you a real bowl if you still smoking out of a can. There's no need for that. Holla at me. I will help you out. That's crazy.
But if you do have your can, light up, roll up, good drugs. I guess I had just a whole talk about my people and shit, about human and civil rights and wars and shit, and it just seems there's always been a fight for some type of human right, or it's rights just period as humans in the world. And I guess this was wrapping up into the simulation. My fault. This was. Okay. This did. Yeah. So the I'm getting it back now. Good drugs. I'm getting it back. So the way like the world works and the way assimilation works is certain things are gonna keep happening over and over and over in order for the assimilation, aka cycle, to keep going. So what we have now is, I guess I'm realizing that we're in assimilation. If you got anything on this, you can go ahead and chime in. My fault. I feel like we have a ongoing case of like all right, so they're fighting with more the gay rights and LGBTQ are fighting more rights now. Like get your rights, whatever. Do your thing.
What do you mean more rights?
As far as like they fought for the right to get like the transgender kids into sports, and now they're kicking them out of sports. Like it happened. That happened. If you didn't know that happened. Like kids like were saying identify as a girl doing girl sport. Like that was happening, and now it's reversing. But stuff like that, like
was it a trial? Was it like a trial and error type thing? Because
I believe so. Yes, there was complaints.
Was it because there was
from the parents?
Clear disadvantage.
Yes. It was a clear disadvantage. Clear.
Nobody seen a problem with it before it started. They thought that was fine.
Your rights.
Oh, that was a question.
But your rights, that's what I'm saying though. Those are your rights. Like these are your rights you're talking about. Like they made it a right for you to be able to do that.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, so you got anything on that before I keep going up with the simulation?
Man, how I see it, this is all perspectives, man. I feel like everybody at the end of the day got their own cause. You feel me? I feel like everybody at the end of the day got their own cause and something that they believe in, just like we got something that we believe in, you know what I'm saying? So if they feel like they want to fight for that to get that kind of equality, they feel like that's their God-given right, then nobody can take that away. But you open doors for everybody's perspective to be present. And, well, I mean, that's the internet.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? So there you
yeah.
go, right there. So, I mean, you just get to see it from all points of views or whatever, and you feel how you feel about that, but people gonna feel how they feel about their rights, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I guess it's just more so like I don't think people should, but like, all right, so I guess I can ask y'all a question. Like, so people should be fighting for rights because this has been a thing forever. Like, there's always that's I guess what I'm getting to is like there seems to always be like more that people want. Like, there's always a fight going on. Like, you can literally give people anything they want, but there's gonna be issues, there's gonna be problems, there's gonna be wars, there's gonna be killing, there's gonna like this shit's gonna keep going on. That's why I guess I came to this whole simulation perspective. You say perspective, like that's how I can get that perspective on it, where since like all this shit's gonna happen regardless, because all this shit been happening since you can document shit happening, like, so.
All right, but what if LeBron James decided he wanted to be a woman tomorrow and he wanted to play in the WNBA? I know this. I know, y'all. I know. I'm just asking the question, though.
Perspectives, man.
I'm just asking. All right, fuck it. Yo, fucking.
As crazy as that sounds, bro, that's like not. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, all right. No, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's
you're right
cool.
though.
No,
you're right though.
Simulation.
No, go ahead.
Simulation.
Go ahead.
Let's simulate.
Go ahead.
Because that's crazy. We in simulation right now. We talking about the simulation. That is crazy. Think about that shit.
Yeah.
What if Floyd Mayweather decided, you know what? I want to be a woman now.
I'm finna go box, dude.
I'm finna go 100-0 right now. And when I say it might sound crazy, but when they say it, that shit is perfectly fine. They see no problem with fam. My daughter is not finna fight no dude. She's not, fam. She's not. I'm not gonna allow it. I'll fight you, but she not. Straight up. And my son ain't finna go dunk on no female. Like it's just not it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
But I'm crazy though. I'm from the South. I don't make no sense. So go ahead. Simulation, bro.
Oh, breaking the simulation. Good drugs. And we are black.
Super black.
Moving on, more shit. So Kwame Brown, Speaking of simulation,
Oh, y'all gotta you gotta explain this Kwame Brown
there's
shit to me, bro.
there's always like what they call it, glitches in the matrix.
Facts.
There's been a glitch in the matrix apparently. So Kwame
Wait.
Brown, he's out here making a lot of noise, and I know a lot of people have different like takes on what's going on and shit, but I advise people like before you say anything, go back at least like a year and watch a video because he's been talking about a lot of the stuff that he's mentioned now. But so I believe it started with Jeannie Buss going on All the Smoke. Was like the first person where his name actually came up.
And what? And what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
They were talking about a trade that happened to get Paul Gasol, I believe, and they were saying the players mentioned in the trade, and he was one of the players that was mentioned in the trade that she mentioned, and she mentioned like another player that was more like more prominent player that was like a more key piece to get Paul Gasol, and she forgot the third player, and I think Matt Barnes was like no, there was only one person in that trade type deal. He was like tapping like Steven Jackson. He was like laughing about it. And Steven Jackson was like, oh no, Kwame Brown. He was like mocking it. He was like, oh no, Kwame Brown, big time. Kwame Brown was the truth, like mocking like shit like that type deal. And I don't even think he responded to that. He didn't. I don't even think he made a video until Gilbert Arenas came on the All the Smoke podcast, and then he came up again because Gilbert played with Kwame in Washington and shit, and so they're just talking about, I guess, Kwame Brown and how his confidence was like taken away. They thought because Jordan, he came there during the Jordan era and all this other shit, so they felt like that's really what. And Gilbert was telling them like, no, Kwame's ceiling could have been Anthony Davis versus where he ended up if his confidence level was up to par, like what they were saying, all this other shit. Anywho, Kwame makes a video. He says basically, the first one was basically just him saying like that's crazy how y'all still talking about me like 20 years later, like I'm a bust. I played 12 years. Okay, whatever, get over it. But like saying I'm a bum and all this other stuff, like that's disrespect. So as a man, I just feel like I'm owed an apology, or at least we can talk over the phone, man to man, type deal.
Calling him a bum, like as in like you a bum on the court, or because was they calling him a bum in real life? Or are you saying like, nigga, you a bum, you live on the street? All
right. I don't know if you remember this, but there was a big debate that went on First Take like 10 years ago or some shit, like a while ago, when Jalen Rose had like just retired, and Jalen Rose is basically on there telling Skip and Stephen A like, y'all have to watch how y'all talk about players, because y'all are talking about them like crazy. Like I understand that, like you can say a player can't play, we understand that, but saying all the other stuff like and all that crazy, like, so there was like a thing going on about that. And so
how long ago? During that, when did Jalen call Skip about his high school career? When like you averaged
around that time. Yeah, around that time when they were talking about Kwame and all these other players coming to the league and stuff. And so yeah, he made a video. He basically was like, he wanted an apology, or y'all, we can talk man to man type deal. They were like, they made videos back, and it was on a more. They were cracking jokes. They would start cracking jokes and shit. And bruh kind of was like, damn, like that's crazy that we can't even talk man to man and just be like, all right, y'all can have the fun. I'm a bust. That's y'all opinion. Cool. Move on with it. But I guess it turned into more when he started saying things of the nature as like, y'all are controlled by the media, the narratives over the years about just certain players or players period have been like negative ones and shit, and the media has been the driving force behind that type of shit, and it's been particularly black men, and it's been black men trashing black men, and y'all don't have, and you two don't have to contribute to that type of thing more so.
Are you saying they don't trash sorry white players?
Who do they trash? Sorry, that's white.
Don't know. Them niggas don't be playing.
See what I mean?
Them niggas don't be playing.
But
I don't know. I don't know, fam. If they play, I don't know.
And Kwame, I guess, and another thing I guess Kwame's trying to make is that if he's so trash, like why did he keep having to be talked about? Like why does that have to keep coming up? Like why is that still a consistent thing?
You know, I feel them because they could have said Anthony Bennett.
Yeah,
They could have been like, yo,
saying.
Anthony Bennett.
They could have moved on.
First round bust.
And so they did some digging and shit, and so Kwame was asking questions like, Stephen A, why were you at colleges talking about me after I got drafted and stuff like that? And so some clips popped up where Stephen A was like trashing Kwame at like colleges and stuff, like talking bad about him at colleges. And
Wait,
stuff.
when he was in college, or
No, when he was in the league.
Oh, when he was in the league.
Yeah. And so yeah, it's weird, bro.
Maybe motivation.
So,
saying, yo, don't have that type of career when you get in the league. Fam, it's only how many, like what, 400 and what players? I know it's in the 400s. It's like 400 something NBA players, fam. If you get there, fam, you are fucking highly gifted and blessed and talented.
And that's the point Jalen Rose made like 10 years ago, that, bro, anybody that's in the league that plays 10 plus years, bro, like they're not trash.
No,
like there's no
fam,
way.
If you're in the NBA for any amount of time, fam, if you got that bitch for a year, they seen something in you that fucking made them like, yo, I'm about to spend millions of dollars on this person. So, fam, off rip, you good. You're good, bro. Now these niggas talking shit about you. They've been doing that shit for the longest. So I can see the build up. Like, yo, all right, shut the fuck up.
And I guess I'm respecting it because it's coming with a message behind it. It's not just fuck all y'all niggas. All right. Then he's just like,
I don't know, bro. This nigga was clapping at Jamel Hill.
No,
this nigga was going in. I was like, damn, it's a new video today.
I mean, over a 40-minute video, yeah, a lot. He goes in a lot over a 40-minute video, but see what I mean? I don't watch 40-minute videos, hour videos. So
is
like,
that nigga, is he saying that much real shit to where you can sit down and watch 40 minutes? Now,
I mean,
is it true shit, or is it just like his opinion on the shit that was said?
Judge Joe Brown just went live on YouTube like yesterday.
Yeah,
and it was,
I just seen a caption from that shit. I was like, oh shit.
It was very enlightening. Like, I don't have nothing to do with Kwame or Joe Brown. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm outside of looking at all this shit. I'm not
promoting it or nothing, but that shit was like needed for the YouTube for the
window.
culture,
I'm like,
bro.
damn, this shit's crazy.
But did I cover the shit? Did I pretty much cover what's going on with Kwame? And
no,
what the
keep
fuck?
going. So what's the end? What's the end of it?
So the ending of it, he just wants he wants to hope to bring like together more of like the real people that's not being controlled by the media and has all these alternative motives. Because it got real weird when Charlemagne and Dr. Boyce Watkins and all these other people started talking about
that Charlemagne shit was foul.
Yeah, it got real weird. So I guess he's just, and also get those type of people out of those positions, because as we can see now, if you haven't seen before, like some of these guys are like,
good luck. Them niggas,
oh yeah, of course, of course. But I guess he's just helping us, or helping people who haven't been able to decode the Matrix, decode it a little bit. Yes. So I guess that's what the ending is.
Wait, this nigga just put the simulation and Kwame Brown into one story?
I did that.
You did.
Good drugs.
That was crazy. That's what I'm talking about.
Black. Every time we sit in this room, I get high. Like high. So our guest here actually has a lot to do with this segment. I was already gonna talk about this shit, but since he's here, this is great. We're talking about the power of illustration. You have a lot of like art and shit, you know. I'm not saying shit like being bad, but
oh no, man, that's the way you
that's a good thing. Yeah, shit, bro. That's a good thing, man. Shit, you got a lot of shit going on, bro.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So being that we're actually taught and we learn through like illustration, that's like literally how we like learn through shit. So let's go into fuck it. I'm gonna OD a little bit. Y'all bear with me. Illustrate. Illustrate means to make clear. So anytime you're trying to illustrate something, you're making something clear, like a point, a very clear point. Illustration is a picture or a diagram that helps make something clear. So when you're drawing something out for somebody, like when you say, do I need to draw something out that, like when you say to somebody for the figurative speech, whatever the fuck that shit called, the phrase, do I need to draw that out for you? That's literally like, fuck it, y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. We're smart. So
Those who get it, get it.
So,
Those who don't
yeah,
won't, man.
there we go, bro. There
ahead,
we go, bro.
Continue.
So being that we actually taught through illustration, I know we all remember growing up and shit. We went through a lot of museums, a lot of fucking museums. We all went through a lot of museums for whatever reason. We never understood why the
love that
fuck
shit.
do we keep going to these museums? Because illustration is the easiest way to teach somebody something. And all throughout museums, what are there? Fucking illustrations. Being with that, by the time we get to high school, we have like a clear picture of, like, we don't need any more illustration by the time we get to high school, because we've seen all the illustrations, whether through movies, whether through art, whether through just everyday learning. We've seen every illustration possible. We know what, we never lived in 1500, but we can fucking imagine it because we've seen movies, we've seen illustrations, we've seen art. We've never been through slavery. We've never seen a fucking Indian before, or they say we've never seen an Indian before.
I'm about to say that shit whitewash. Huh?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. So we have a clear understanding, so to say, so to speak, when we get in high school of the landscape of how we're of how the past is and how the future should be. So with that being said, this guy is taking it upon himself to draw a different world, and what he's doing is amazing because he's actually drawing like from real people. So these aren't illustrations, like, and that's another thing. Illustration doesn't have to be real. Like, you can just, you get it. Like, we have fake Indians in fucking museums that now we know that they didn't look like that, or we have certain people that we know he didn't look like that. So just go ahead and talk about like how the fuck did you come up with this concept, bro? This shit is dope, bro. To actually draw real people, bro, with like real concepts around it and inspiration from different places. Like, this is, talk about it. My fault, bro.
Appreciate that. No, man, it's crazy that you. It's so crazy. I like to say it's so crazy that it ain't crazy that you say that about illustrations, because a part of the campaign with the kids, I'm actually introducing that kind of stuff about illustrations is a great way for kids to learn, because that's how we see, that's how we think. We don't think in words and phrases, we think in images, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Even if you hear a word, you think of an image, you don't think of
Facts.
sentences, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy that you say that, because that's what I just been getting up on to kind of introduce to the kids as I start unfolding this campaign. So yeah, man, shout out to you for that, man. And you just was saying some real stuff just now, man. So with the illustration thing, man, I just kind of observe. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person, I don't like to say too much, and I kind of think in metaphors, if that makes sense, kind of how I interpret things. I relate things to other things to make them make sense to me. That's just how I think and rationalize the world,
yes, sir.
you know what I'm saying? So to me, just seeing people as I see them, and then I just draw that, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of like how you say about illustrations, like Indians, Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, probably didn't look like that, but because this person saw it in their head and took it and ran with it, other people took it and ran with it, and until you found out the truth later on as more information was discovered, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, I feel like this was kind of just a way for me to give back to the people around me too, because like I always tell people, and now it kind of makes more sense to people. I always tell people, like, even from the beginning, when I started the brand back in 2012, that it's the people around me that inspire this.
Yeah.
But through the brand, I was per se limited through just the merch aspect of what I wanted to do, which is now.
You
feel
artist,
me? So yeah, man. So cause I've been drawing since I can't even remember. You know what I'm saying? So the designing part was cool for me, and it helped me. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't have met you. You feel me?
Sir.
If I hadn't started the brand.
Yeah.
All y'all really, man, for real, man. So that was the introduction way for a lot of things for me. And getting to this point is kind of like everybody that was with us before this point, you saw this, like, it's just kind of like up until this point, this is the evolution and this is where we at with it. So we get to tell our own stories, and I told you that about a week ago, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's my mentality. We telling our own stories now.
Yeah, that's dope. And cause he's actually like, he's saving the kids, bro. Like, I'm putting it out. He's saving the motherfucking kids, dog. Like, this nigga has drawn like kids, bro. Like, you know what that's gonna do for a child, bro? Like, to see themselves as a superhero. Like, if I would have seen myself as a fucking superhero, bro, like, The fuck? Like a real superhero brand, and he's putting it into what you putting it into, bro. Like, what is the goal for making this? Like, what are you gonna combine this with and turn this into?
Well, really, man, appreciate all that, man. Like,
yeah, bro, that's dope, bro.
I ain't one to speak on myself, man. So hearing that from you, man, I mean a lot. Just the fact that people paying attention to this, because for a long time as a jit, when I used to draw, I didn't think that people thought it was cool. So I stopped doing it. I did what I thought people thought was cool as a jit.
Yeah.
And, that got me, to where I am today. But I needed those experiences to be able to tell these stories now. You feel me? So through the illustrations and those experiences, I'm able to, like I say, in a way, pay it forward, because I'm focused on reaching, because basically everybody got a story, but there's somebody in the world that can relate to that story. And through your story, through your pain, whatever it is, your joys, ups, downs, whatever, somebody can relate to that, and you might have helped somebody just through telling your truth. You feel me? So through the illustrations, that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to do it for the kids because, like you said, I feel like had I saw somebody do that or somebody did that for me, who knows where I might have, you know what I'm saying? Not to say anything like that, because we always supposed to be. Saying that to say, saying that to say, I feel like Coach always say that. Shout out to Coach, man. Coach always say, man, we get to do what we didn't have people doing for us. You know what I'm saying? So this is, like I said, paying it forward, not paying it back, paying it forward to this generation. We didn't have a lot of things, and we wish we had them. So now that we in a position to give it back, we do it through our ministry. You know what I'm saying? And just like real. You with your words in the music and things like that, and bro too.
Yes, sir.
Man, and bro with the camera, you feel me? Like, this y'all ministry. This what we. This how we give. You know what I'm saying, us to the world, you feel me? So I'm just contributing my part, and you know what I'm saying, I appreciate y'all for even having me on this show, for real, man.
Oh yeah, bro. Your brand, bro, like, your brand, like, resonates with, like, anybody, bro. Like, Itz N Meh, bro. It's like, that shit just resonates with anybody, bro. That shit's just dope, bro. But oh yeah, and shout out Coach too, bro. That nigga shooting motherfucking kids, bro. Not like shooting kids, but like shooting kids on the field and then on courts, and like just he going crazy, bro. Like, so shout out Coach, bro. That's big too.
Man, I love
go ahead,
seeing y'all boys just moving, bro. Like, for real, bro. Like, movement is life, be real, bro.
Bro.
Like, we embody that movement, bro, and ain't even got to talk about it. You feel me? Like I said, we got stuff to do. You feel me? So that's gangster, man.
Anything else you want to say, bro? I know we all high, bro.
And we vibing,
I just want to say I did see bro work, and it's fucking dope.
I appreciate
very fucking
that,
talented.
Man.
I said it when we weren't recording, but I want to say it on here, like, very, very fucking talented. I love his work.
I appreciate that, for real.
Reaching out to the kids. Like,
Trust.
the world we live in today, that's big.
Trust it, man.
For real.
One and, man.
How that guidance.
Trust it. I appreciate that, man. Them real words, man. Like I say, I ain't one for speaking on myself, man. I just, like I say, I be a lot of stuff y'all was talking about I don't know about, because I'm just
bro. I'm just big on like cause I understand like everybody's not gonna be fucking Jay-Z or Drake or these big people like on these big pedestals, bro. But in our life, bro, we have those people like right here, bro, and it's like, treat them like that, bro. Like, them niggas really doing some dope shit, bro. Like, niggas are dope. Like, I tell this nigga dope all the time. My fault, 93 all the time, bro. And nigga, like, hard at that shit, bro. Like, his beats, his camera work, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, y'all niggas gotta understand this shit's like, I don't know, bro. Like, your world is is your world, bro. That's all I can say. Your world is your world, bro. Anything else before we got this bitch out the building like the planes?
Nah, bro. Honestly, yeah. I'm about to say, I don't think we should. Cause after that, that was so motivational. I've been saying negative shit all day. I don't think I could say anything more negative after that. That shit was inspirational. He's dope.
Well, this was the Good Drugs. This is the Good Drugs podcast, pod chat. Y'all niggas stay up, be safe, stay dangerous. Good drugs.